players have not been too good tonight with what they're meant to say and what they're not meant to say, have they?
Talking, the Aussie wasn't the first person to swear on stream, so I think you might have got the win. Oh, mate. This is going to be a really big one. You know, obviously we're locked in one finalist already in Keka. We've now got Reroll versus Han. We were just talking to Keka.
Even tell the players they probably did. They probably did, or it was in a document. They probably gave them a document that they signed.
So I'm interested to see how this goes. But Han feeling confident, you know, saying I'm good against Revelation.
Yeah, I mean, Young Yo might have been even faster than Reroll, and he managed to get it over there. The one thing is at Han's disadvantage is that Reroll has seen those strats now.
Yes.
So has that insight into the way he tries to counter Revelation.
Getting fined. I'm not sure it's this sort of tournament.
The counter play. So we have to wait and see, but definitely sounds like Reroll is a little bit nervous judging off his pre-match interview.
Yeah, he definitely feels like he's a little stressed out. But it's going to be exciting to see. I mean, Han clearly played a blinder versus Young Yo. Like, a draft absolutely on point. You know, literally, as you mentioned, played one round with 3 units. I mean, you know, his ungeared base level Yang did nothing that game realistically, apart from I think a defense buff increase for the team. But here we go, we're going to jump into the draft. This is our final game of the day.
I'm pretty sure Reroll is faster.
We'll be waving goodbye until tomorrow, where we'll come back with our grand final, as well as some other surprise moments as well for you on stream.
Apparently Han has a built Fangus. Speaking of which, Lars, you're talking about Fangus?
Excited to see where the band's coming though.
Yeah, definitely, and like I said,
he's a big Fangus picker
at the start, but he showed just what he can do, and I'm super keen to see if he can actually pull off that same type of performance in this one again.
So we'll see what the bans are going to be. We're looking for the pre-bans at the moment to see what both players are prioritizing. It is a ban of Yang for Han, makes sense versus a Revelation player, and then going to ban Neo for Reroll.
Yeah, didn't want to have to put in that under-leveled Yang again. It's not his favorite character to play, so definitely makes sense why he is going for that option.
All right, we're going to see. Where are these guys going to go with the draft? Plenty of first picture options on the table. We've got Tsukiyomi open. We've got Doki Doki open. We've got Lily open. It is going to be Tsukiyomi.
Suki over Lily, interestingly.
For Han, so again, a very threatening.
I wonder if that's because
they can do, advance one person
scared of Reroll's Han because he has extensive knowledge of it. Reroll's, sorry, Tsuki.
Yeah, and we do know that Reroll is super fast.
Or whether that's because
probably trying to pick that
Han Tsuki is super fast.
If you have it, you're probably building yours fast anyway as backup, but also
Tsuki always better than Lily for Pleat, you think?
Goes ahead and picks up
yeah, it has to be fast though, that's the point. And she's generally slower than Lily.
She is fantastic.
That's why I was interested. He's taking the home, so he's taking a slower comp, that's why. He's pushing for a slower comp.
Not only survive the early game, but then also heal up for the late game is very important. So that's why we do have the protected pick of the Linguo.
All right,
that's true, Audacity, yep, absolutely.
Reroll, obviously Hoyen. Probably difficult to ban though, because you've got Tsukiyomi open as well. So Hoyen, a really nice pick in conjunction there. Let's see where Reroll goes with his protected pick. He still has quite a few options left on the table.
The Ling is locked.
Things like the Heinrich, which hasn't been taken away just yet. So I'm excited to see where Reroll decides to go.
It's got to be a Dispeller, right? Yeah, Heinrich.
Bjorn.
Yep.
So Bjorn
double Dispeller, in fact.
Not we've seen this tournament yet at all. I think we saw it get banned once, but I haven't seen it get picked.
It's because Born is a Dispel, and he's good against Hoyen.
Maybe Reroll doesn't have a Messiah to lock in. I'm not too sure, but we do have essentially 2 counters to that Hoyen coming in, because Born can also ignore passives, and then Heinrich with his buff block is going to stop the Soul Ward coming out.
That's a scary comp.
This though, an interesting twist. We get a Tiamat and an O-Bol coming through to finish out the draft.
Freya.
So he's kind of going more down that.
I don't like this draft.
Again, trying to be a bit more anti-Revelation. You mentioned how many
Kazuo maybe. It depends how fast the Kazuo is. Like Lily Kazuo is terrifying. Imagine that Lily's going to get banned. There was no second speedster there, right?
From Han's team. And the Lily getting
banned.
So trying not to get outsped.
The Tiamat out,
how fast
Lily out.
Freya is as well. So we've got to see how this pans out and whether we can cut in.
And it is a very
Suzuki's going to be
Freya, that is for certain.
It is a fast Freya. It is a fast Born. It is a fast Heinrich, and it is a
holy shit, Reroll is fast. Holy moly.
But once again, we do have that Hoyen to deal with.
The Suki is actually built quite slow.
Before the Heinrich gets to move. that Hoyan is going to get the revenge in. So massive damage,
my God,
as we've seen. And we do get the lighthouses coming in. We do get that Ling
well,
cutting in front thanks to that lighthouse.
You finally see the lighthouse is doing something.
Up and get those immunities back on as well. Going to put on a bunch of those whale prayers as well, which is something additional that we have to get stripped.
So
now we do have
on
two
lighthouse,
strippers coming up as well.
And she's slow.
Both the Heinrich, but we also have Born with the ability to strip as well. We are going to go ahead and boost our Obol out, and now we can go ahead and stun as well. So fantastic. That lighthouse play coming in super clutch in this one so far.
And now we get the
of course, this is the bulwark count.
So,
yeah, bulwark count one.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Freya not doing enough to get the job done in the first turn, and then the control comes through. Han actually played this super well.
And just gets to choose whoever he wants, and there you go, the Heinrich. Just getting absolutely dropped. Love seeing those plays from the Hoyan. She's such a pivotal character when you don't have the counter.
See how hard the Born hits.
That counter getting deleted already.
And we have a double stun.
Oh, Born got silenced. The B's silenced.
So anyway. It is going to be another set of turns that we will not see something come through. Another AoE hail available. So we have both the ultimate, the S2 and the S3 available. Just going to be extending the buffs with the S2, which I think makes sense. No need to blow the full ultimate just yet.
Definitely.
And now we have Hoyan's chance, and not quite taking out Kazuya.
So it looks like Han has...
Can we get the kill on the cast? No, we can't. This should be up to
finish it off with the
set
up
one,
just to play against Rev.
If not, if the dot lands, it's definitely
quite
going
an
to finish
extensive one
off.
as well.
So there we go. The dot does land, and that is going to be enough.
Revelation on Bjorn, though.
Healing on Lighthouse.
That's a Codex, yeah. He's a single hitter, so we do have the Codex. He does have the strip. Some big damage on that one as well, but once again, he does ignore passives.
The Lighthouse
is
already back up.
We do need to heal that Hoyan back up. He could have actually sniped that Hoyan, but she's back.
Kazuya does... Oh, yeah, well, the dot will drop, so now we've got the opportunity for Freya, but doesn't have the ultimate, so realistically, not a lot that reroll can do here. And I think tries to get the damage down onto Obol, but this is looking pretty good for Han in this first game.
I think that's just about all you can do. We do have another skill 3 to come out on the Born, but I don't think it's going to be enough to do anything because it's not going to get Hoyan into kill range, and if it doesn't get the Hoyan into kill range, it's kind of just going to be a game there. So let's see how this one goes.
That's about all it does, really.
Oh, it does take
the AO, but that
the AoE from Freya. The AoE is not.
But no revelation.
No revelation. You can't just revelation on demand.
Yeah, no. But we do still have the threat of the because we do have self healing on the skill 1 from the Born, so it's still definitely a threat because he is about to move, but. The skill 3 is what he needs to hit the Hoyan with. So the Hoyan is still free to go ahead and get some kills. And then we can also get the revive as well with this one.
And she's got the ability to take down someone here. It probably will be Bjorn.
Yeah, play it safe, get rid of the Born, get your Obol back. And that is a really, really clean game coming out there from Han.
Wow, brilliant play. Drafted again really well, I think. Set himself up perfectly. You can see just how...
Lighthouse just makes it hard to lose once you get a kill. Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely, he did say before the game he does have a good play for against the Revelation. So
damn, Han has a really solid roster.
He's 3 from 3 against Revelation so far in this.
Han has a really solid roster though. He's got like the most inventive roster, I think, out of any of the players in the tournament.
Outdo the fastest in the tournament.
He has his.
This is what I love. I'm going to go on a little bit.
Kind of similar to Keka, sort of.
You know, a lot of people
he has two very like focused sets of teams.
Speed, you're going to win, aren't you? But like realistically, Han's showing right now that no, that's not.
Shows how powerful like unit diversity is in this game.
I think like he's brought a specific
forethought to build lots of units.
Revelation players thinking it was going to be sort of the dominant strategy.
And we definitely saw the power of the Lighthouse. The Lighthouse on that Ling just saving him the game essentially. So the Lighthouse being super powerful. And we do have the next round of pre-bans coming in. It is the Mio and the Yang in this one as well. Definitely keen to see if we can get anything from reroll to counter the counter to the Revelation.
Lily?
It looks like we are going down a similar path of picks and bans here. Lily coming through was banned previously by Han in the post-ban phase. Wait to see what Han locks in, but he's just going to run it back with Tsukiyomi and Kazuya. Oh no, Kazuya is coming out earlier this time around.
Yeah.
And it's actually not going to be on reroll side, it'll be on Han's side. Now, protected pick is on the table, could also potentially deny the Ling Luo, which is still available for Han if he wanted to go for it. And it will be just waiting to see
reroll's much faster. Like, much faster.
And the Kaz, I believe Han's Kaz was...
The things Han's picking aren't even trying to contest. Like, this Suki's slow as shit.
Off the top of my head.
She's on Lighthouse. She's just chilling.
I think you have to counter pick in this one. We do go ahead and get the Holden and the Obol. Is that coming in? Okay, leaving that Ling Luo open, knowing that it has the Lighthouse. It's a very powerful character to counter the plays, but it looks like we're going to go for more of a control-based game as opposed to that Revelation game. Because the thing with the Lighthouse is you need to take a bunch of damage to proc it, and if they're not dealing damage and they're just playing the control game, strip with the whole
Han can shift to his other set of characters, right? If he wants to.
No,
he does still go with the Linglo.
That was previously banned away by Reroll in the post-ban phase. Let's see how Reroll runs this second half of the comp back. As we mentioned, a little bit of an adaptation here. The Holden coming through.
I think the Tiamat will probably get banned again.
No longer going to be able to use Yomi to push Obol to the front. And we'll have to see. It could be. I mean, Heinrich's still up, obviously.
These are the most balanced teams we've seen, I think, throughout the day.
Was a very, very big damage dealer for Reroll in the previous.
Got no DPS with that Tiamat. Yeah. To be fair, if Reroll doesn't pick a healer, then he doesn't need a DPS to win, because he can just win with Kazue. Like Kazue might as well be a DPS.
Kind of going to bring the supportive Revelations into this kind of fight, especially when you've gone more of the control type base at the start. But we'll have to see what he actually ends up locking this one to really finish off his roster.
You're going to want something that...
I don't think Reroll showed a Heinrich.
You've got Obol for buff stripping, you've got Holden for buff strip, so you're going to go for Heinrich
for
buff strip as well. So like,
I was trying to think of the right character.
Those whale prayers, they
Messiah
can
is the first time we've seen it from him.
Well here, so bringing a big damage dealer in the form of Messiah. And obviously a bit of a bait for the ban as well. Like, you know, you want to maybe a bit of a bait on the ban of Messiah. So we'll have to see how Ham responds to this.
Yeah, I would still anticipate the Lily ban. I think that's just the safest bet on this one, just through fear of pure speed that could be offered in that one. And Han picking up the Yelly in the last spot.
He didn't seem happy about that.
Big damage threats.
Like that.
Wanted to get those damaging threats
when he picked it.
Off memory, I feel like his Kaz was pretty decently fast as
That's
well.
Interesting.
So the bans are coming in, and it is the Kaz that is getting
banned. Kaz to see the shells. I don't know.
And the Lily
it might have been a mispick. Yeah, like he went like this.
Trying to ban each other as fast as
right after he picked it, he went like this.
And I'm wondering if that Tsukiyomi is going to be fast enough to boost the Yelly and maybe have a big threat.
Well, let's see. It's Holden that is fast here. Yes. Heinrich is fast. And
damn, that Holden's fast.
Holden immediately
like reroll stuff is so fast.
The immunity stays on the Tsukiyomi though. The Tsukiyomi keeping the immunity, not the one you would have wanted. You would have rathered it stay.
Ouch.
We've got plenty of opportunities to take that off though, and they're actually going to focus down the Yelly here. So could either go for. Okay, yeah, we're going to go for the stun. Obviously, 2 immunities up at the moment. So
yeah, and the Yelly gets through without getting stunned, and now we get in the Revelation here with this one. Big damage. Who's the follow-up on?
It's the Heinrich.
And it is the Heinrich. Heinrich goes down. Now, we are in a little awkward position. We could boost her back
silence?
up. Maybe try and get
Suki
rid
could
of
try
the
to silence.
And there goes the damaging options.
Silence is crippling here.
But who knows what he has cooking. Maybe
the
he wants
bees
to
is
boost
crippling.
his Linglo and get some
He's
healing and shielding back up. But I just think that Messiah is still
I don't know if you can kill him.
Using the count as well.
Silence is in there. Yep, silence. Yeah, he silenced him.
Yeah, that was...
That was the play. That was the play, 100%.
Teamat in there for damaging options, and a Teamat
that's like an absolute game winner.
Messiah, but it's a matter of whether we can get round to it. Ooh, thinking about this one, okay, resetting the Lingua Warrior. I think we got both activations there. The stun does come out and it lands on everyone except for the Lingua Warrior. So Lingua Warrior going to get a turn
here.
It's
part of the game, isn't it?
Been reset.
For sure.
She could manage to get the cleanse.
You have to keep that in mind when you use CC strats like that.
She's got all of her abilities
okay, so she didn't get cooldown reset. We missed that. I didn't see the text. So there we go. We get the cleanse. We get the healing. Unfortunately, we didn't get the cleanse of the stun over on the team.
So Obol, and then Messiah gets his 3.
Wait to get around to that.
However,
Obol has the spell into
5 stacks,
Messiah's
so she's
3.
pretty close to transforming at this point, and she's not looking any like she's going to be going down.
Here comes the Messiah, big nuke, and there goes the Tsukiyomi, but we still do have the Tiamat and the Linglo being absolutely vital, getting that skill 2 in for the healing. And Tiamat is at 7 stacks, 1 stack away. If she takes any damage, she's going to transform, and she's going to kill that. Well, the Messiah is protected with his invincibility. He has to see how much he can do with his skill too.
This might kill Ling.
He goes for the Linglo. That Tiamat can still carry this. The transform comes in from the shared damage, goes straight into the skill 1 with the AoE damage. But the Messiah, due to getting that kill, he does keep his invincibility up. He's not going to get a kill from this one. And do we have the damage on this skill? The invincibility is up for another turn though. And he does have his...
There's no way, surely he has his 3 back up.
His ult has, and this could be it. How much damage?
Yeah.
Just not enough, but are we going to... We get the Lighthouse for the heal, which is going to bring the HP up.
His invincibility is still up.
We got the invincibility. We're going to have to live the skill 2 of the Messiah.
Still up.
And then try and hit some damage in after that.
Yeah, okay.
And she's gone back.
He's going to have a skill 2 up. That's a
Is Lighthouse back up?
Damage.
Just enough and well played. A great game on that one. The Messiah clutching it, and that is the annoying thing about Messiah. He can just chain
was right, guys. Nerf Messiah.
You just never get a chance to deal the damage.
First,
the chain invincibility when you can't deal with it is horrendous.
That was a great adaptation.
We finally played a series
from Reroll there.
We finally saw a series of games.
Excellent choice with the Messiah as well, bringing it to the table. And again, like you said,
Messiah wasn't on immunity, no. Messiah was invincible for a very long time there.
Yeah, that was a fantastic
Yeah, finally an
match.
actually interesting match. We've had two genuinely quite good matches, or good games in the tournament. We had the one in the second match, and this one. And that was exciting. Like maybe Etheria Restart PvP can be interesting to watch.
After this, you've got to,
sometimes.
Yourself thinking, I could have done something different. Got to reset, get back into that pick and ban phase, and go again.
Yeah, definitely. And that was a fantastic.
Yeah, I don't think he was on immunity set.
A lot of decisions that
shows. I don't believe so. It didn't look like it. He didn't have any buff. Not that I saw at least.
Along the way, it's not just the pick and ban and then going straight into the strategy and either win or lose.
It might have been the O-Ball took it before I saw.
A lot of skill does come into it.
Yeah, absolutely. Some really
1-1. We didn't think we would see it.
Same bands, by the way.
Neo Yang, same bands.
And the Yang ban as well. So now waiting for the first set of picks, and it's going to be.
Oh, it's not weird going Rev at all. I'm going Cow at all. I think Cow is vastly superior to Rev. I think it's so much better than Rev.
This entire series thus far. And he
I've seen a lot more Messiahs going onto a Count than Rev now. It's just way more damage.
You know, back and forth when it comes to these draft phases.
Yeah, because like you cleave so much damage anyway. You're cleaving 70% defense. You're already ignoring passives. You'd rather have your own damage higher than deal revelation hits in most cases, and you get the life leech on it as a bonus, and it lasts for 2 turns.
Ray is still on the board as well, so
you get it on your 2 as well as your 3.
It looks like he's going to play more of his straight revelation play this time as opposed to that control, which the control sort of got him through the last match, so maybe he's changing him back up and thinks he can just outspeed and nuke with this one.
And doesn't look too happy, so the hands in his head. He wasn't super happy with the last phase that went.
Messiah brings out the hand.
Messiah and a protected O-Bowl.
Hand brings out the Messiah.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh boy.
I mean, we saw the threat of the Messiah in that last run. That his Messiah is on Revelation as well, was it, or was his on the White?
We've seen them exchange picks back and forth. It's very cool.
Messiah being a massive threat nonetheless in this one, and then O-Ball, we have seen a massive turnout from O-Ball in this tournament across the board, starting with Keko all the way in the first match and coming through into this match as well. The stuns, the dots, and the strip, all fantastic strategies.
O-Ball been a real pickup for most players in this tournament thus far.
O-Ball has been absolutely huge.
And showing you don't need just SSR to dominate. I think he's just an SR, just a standard SR, really easy to get, actually really easy to max dupes on as well if you pull enough permanent.
Yeah, definitely.
Holden and Freya, Holden being the protected pick.
A lot of people already have built O-Ball, still are in. O-Ball is already everywhere.
I've seen Ling Luo, by the way, this entire tournament. Obviously, Han going for Ling Luo in the protected spot both times previously. Does still have the option to go for it this time round as well. And could also go.
Yeah, it's really strong. Really strong right there.
Worried about damage output because he's only got the Messiah there.
Yeah, and we did see that Holden almost come through, but missed the reset in the last game, which would have been a massive turnout from him as well. That Holden, if he does land the turn gauge reviews and the reset, it is so crippling to your team and the strategies he's trying to do.
Kazuya's
definitely a great pick.
Better
Freya,
in a vacuum, but
O-Ball
O-Ball is way more versatile because the skill 2 does a lot of things.
Which we see the Ling Luo Lighthouse come through, and because we had picked the Messiah in the early game, we now have that Ho-Yan who doesn't get to get countered.
Ho-Yan is back again.
Messiah who can actually put in a lot of work in this game.
What counter does... I mean, there is the Holden. The Holden is in play here. The Holden is a pretty good counter to Ho-Yan.
And reroll. Gonna round it out with Veronica.
The Veronica come back again.
Okay, Veronica, he's looking to gap and get those the buff steals out with that.
Reroll's team is very fast.
So honestly, I'm kind of liking Han at
me
this
too,
stage.
Nokia.
Let's see who these bans come out. We are waiting for the bans to come through, but I've been loving the play of Han. So Han losing access to the Ling Luo, which is a big one, meaning he has no sustain left on his team, and the Kaz is getting banned from Reroll's team.
And we know that there is a fast Freya here. faster.
So this is the Bulwark Hoyan that we've seen a few times already.
Plays it safe.
Codex.
Skill 2 on this one.
Count.
Wanting to risk those lighthouses.
No, Revelation.
Lily
Revelation
well
on this
is
Messiah.
Lighthouse. Interesting to see.
And Lily
to
on
know
Lighthouse.
To gap between. But we do have 2 units faster. So
Revelation Freya.
let's see what he actually goes with now. I anticipate the
Codex?
Holden may not
Is
block
that?
the Lighthouse
Yeah,
either
I
on
think it's
his
Codex.
turn. So who are we going to boost here? It's the awkward thing when you
Veronica.
lost your damage. What are you going to bring?
Holden is
Just chooses to go for
Lighthouse.
Yep, and now we have the Lily. We could just boost the Messiah and go for some straight up damage here, or do we want to get that twin trick on the Hoyan because her basic attack, if she does happen to get her fleeting land stacks, can hit really hard as well.
It's not going to boost the Hoyan above the Holden, probably, if she twos the Hoyan. It's going to be very tight.
It is going to be on the Messiah, I think, but
of
not
it,
quick
yes.
enough to get him past the rest of the board just yet. And here comes
Now,
the
just to note,
Goes to the dispel, not the push.
Here is going to be big on the. And there's big damage from that Holden as well, doing a chunk on that one.
Yep.
And we only managed to land 2 stuns on that one. The Veronica escaping it, and
what a
also the
terrible
Holden
stun.
escaping it. So that is a big play. That I did not expect that much damage out of this Holden. But the Holden also getting the attack break on the Messiah, which
This
is
seems so squishy.
very important to land as well. Soul Ward going on the team
Soul
as well.
Ward.
We do get that Revelation proc. Once again, not going to be
Here
as
it-
much
here it
damage
comes.
because we do have the attack break. We have no attack buff. Still reasonable, but not as
Not
much as
bad.
we're used to seeing out of some of these
Just
Revelation
one
damage
Lighthouse to
dealers.
heal.
No, and now we are going to
Here's Hoyan.
Yeah.
The Hoyan.
The
So
Soul
it's
Ward
Where
is
to
all
go.
up,
She
right?
probably will pick off someone here, so
Reroll head and hands
one
there.
of those ones, did you want to save it? No, we go ahead and we use it on the Freya, but you know, it is your revive tactic by landing a kill, but now that we have done that, we do have
May well
the
not have
Tsukuyomi
killed here.
probably in basic
It was a
attack
choice
kill
between
range
these
for the
two.
Hoyan
Probably
for
wouldn't
a
kill here.
revive if we need to on
Not-
one of the
not through Bloodbath.
on one of our
Practice
allies.
advantage.
So the skill 2 comes out on the Lily.
Push
I
on
didn't
Lily.
see the reset cooldowns. We get 2 stuns there. The Freya,
Veronica's still
Veronica escaping
to
it.
act.
She's on the Codex, so she does have the skill 3 available again. Let's see what she goes ahead and does. It's going to steal that invincibility, I would assume. Steals the invincibility and spreads it
Brutal.
to her team. So
Absolutely brutal.
whole team invincible at the moment. The O-Ball is a long way away to be able to use his strip, so we're just going to have to kind of sacrifice turns at this stage, wait for them to rinse through, lose their invincibility, and then see if we can pick them off again.
Damn. Close one.
obviously
So their invincibility is going to wear off as they unstun.
Can't move, but they won't die this turn, which is the most important thing.
And there goes the Tsukuyomi.
Nice, yep.
Yeah, but it was one of those ones. Now we don't have that revive option because we're going to struggle to kill either of these
Lily
other
gets
two
to
with that basic
hit
attack, but we are
something.
still in
Hoyan's
a
at disadvantage
fantastic
against
position
both
in
of
this
these,
one.
though.
With the O-Ball coming up, he can strip that Veronica, convert those into poisons, which does add a little bit of damage.
Don't know
as
which
well.
is easier to
we go
kill
for that
here.
basic attack. He does get the revenge. It's
That's
also
very
threat
risky.
attacking the,
Very
the
risky.
Holden because of that revenge that he does have.
And it's low HPs across the board for Han right now. He is looking pretty good.
Opts
still
for that
invincible.
basic attack into the invincible.
Yeah, it doesn't
Veronica,
want to take
so
the
you wanna
counter
risk
from the Holden.
revenge. And that HP-based damage coming in absolutely massive.
Hoyan almost
Just to
dies to
note
type
here that the
disadvantage.
Hoyan does have her revenge available, so she could actually go ahead and nuke the Holden. I don't believe the Holden has his skill 2 available, which could increase the cooldowns on that. So the Hoyan is still a massive threat.
How far are we away from skill 3?
They need to get them
Two-
low
two
enough
turns
for Holden,
away, so
for Hoyan
Yeah,
to actually be
Oval's
able to
kind
kill
of out
though.
of this one, so it's really down to if this
Both of
Hoyan
these
can
units are
turn a
tough.
game and revenge kill the Holden, but the Holden having elemental advantage and that chunky shield, I'm not sure if he'll be able to
So
do it.
he
Here it
wants
comes.
to eat it on the Holden.
Is he going to get
See?
the kill?
He does! And it's down, and there comes the Messiah back.
Damn.
It's the risk he had to take. It's the risk he had to take.
Yep.
He
Yep.
really didn't have that many other options. And
The-
again,
He had to
The
do it, he had to
Veronica,
do it.
the Veronica skill 2 can still do
I don't
some
think he had
massive
many other
damage.
options.
She's going to knock out the Hoyan on this one, I would anticipate. And that skill 2, as we saw, can do some really good damage, and everyone is super low.
Yeah, he had no
Now,
choice,
I can't
basically.
remember where Messiah's cooldowns were at, and Lily not boosting anyone with her
Because like
ability.
he has to
doesn't
go
have that
through
twin
the
trick
Hoyan
active, and
first,
Messiah
because otherwise the
taking a decent
Hoyan's going
amount
to
of damage.
find
We
a
need to get
res
another
onto
turn
his
from that
team.
O-Ball, and when we're
Like, and it's just
attacking
going to get the board situation is going to get worse.
yeah,
So
but
he
it's
has
not
to-
enough. It
he
is
has
not
to
enough.
try.
We need to boost that O-Ball, but O-Ball is not going to
She-
be able to
where's her skill?
that Veronica.
Does she
And
have her
I think
skill yet?
Veronica's still one turn
She's
away
one
from
turn
her
away.
skill
One turn
2.
away.
but she has got the ability to, I think, take
Holy
down Messiah
moly.
here. So it's about whether she can
Messiah has to
sustain
die.
herself through the Oba, but she's on such low HP. Even if Messiah goes down,
I think
you
Obo
don't
kills her,
fancy
but-
the chances of just this lone Veronica.
Yeah, no, if she had that skill 2 available, it was a massive threat. But unfortunately for the Veronica, she's going to
Damn.
go down to that O-Ball. And doesn't have enough damage on it. Saw that as the threat, but we get the dots, we get the stun, and that is going to be
you're dead regardless.
Where the game is going to be decided.
The A-ball just kills you.
We get the cooldown reduction, and there goes the Messiah Revelation proc.
Whacks you to death with his K.
And the man gets to finish it off.
Really good game, really good series. That was a fun one. That was actually a really good last game. I kind of made it all worth it. Yeah, it was a genuinely good match.
Honestly, he's been my favourite player to watch, I think, so far. He's had
some very tense. All of the games are just really tense.
Through draft. I think he's won through in-game choices. I think
really down to the wire. Yeah, we got to see a good match.
He's just such a great watch in these tournaments.
Yeah, definitely. And that the big play in that game there was definitely that Hoyen. I didn't know if she would have the damage to go ahead and
yeah, now Keck is just like, hey guys.
She did and completely flipped the game around.
Got these broken characters, gonna fuck you up.
Incredible stuff from Han there. That was honestly a masterclass in my opinion.
We'll see what Han can do. Han seems pretty smart. He might have some hidden shit.
Have got here on similar merits. You know, Keka has come with some really, really incredibly well thought out strategies. He brought something to counter the turn 2 players, and frankly, like, turn 2 has not done that well at this tournament thus far. And then he brought his very classic Revelation, just so happened to outspeed and deal with his opponent. And as you mentioned, he talked through his ban strategy that was just very effective versus Depor in that semi-final. And Han came through.
Keka will outspeed, yeah.
I don't even think Han running a particular strategy, just running really intelligent counter picks in individual animus. You know, bringing those individual animus to the table that were the right one at the right time in these pick and ban phases.
Yeah, and I would also say
his use of the Lighthouse
has been absolutely fantastic through this one as well. But the interesting thing is, Han seems to have the direct counter pick and counter play to these Revelation users. But as we saw from Keka early on, he's not just a Revelation user. He has his counter to these slower type players.
What, you guys don't have enough lattices? I'm swimming in them.
I think the person who would rather play in this match between Han and Reroll in the grand final, I think he would have rather play against Han. So getting the option that I would imagine he wanted, because he knew the Reroll was fast with a lot of fast characters, which was going to counter him. So I'm looking forward to this grand final.
It's going to be really interesting. I actually think we might have the perfect grand final for strategic pick and ban phase. Both of these guys are intelligent drafters.
Yeah, I think it could be a really interesting grand final.
Like bringing in the O-Bowls in, like bringing in these little sort of side picks that are
From
really
what I saw, these two guys are the smartest players.
A banger best of 5. I think you're going to have something
best of
really
5
fun
tomorrow. Nice
to watch between Keka and Han.
Nice.
Now, let's take a look at how Han made his way through that semi-final. It was a full best of 3. All 3 games for the first time today. Hard fought, but Han came out on top. Let's see how he did it.
Yeah, that was a banging series. I'm really looking forward to the best of 5. I think it'll be super interesting. Maybe Keka will just sweep it. I don't know. But Han seems like he's got loads of tricks up his sleeve. So he might have loads and loads. He's a smart player, clearly. He might have loads of counterplay. What's a lattice? What's one of these lattices? One of these crazy lattices. So it's to buy the packs and keep refreshing. Yeah. No, tomorrow is the final. It's a 2-day event. Tomorrow is the final. Potentially like a mystery match against some secret competitor or something. The winner. And then there is the Gacha Smack versus Mr. Pokey showcase game. Show match, sorry. Is this like the end of the stream? Are they going to have more stuff? They didn't really say. Like, are we just stuck on a highlight for like 20 hours? Anyone have any idea? Oh, okay,
welcome
thank
back,
you.
Everyone, I'm here with
thank God.
After the closest match that we've had all day today. I mean, one of the games went down to 1 character each. We saw the massive revive at the end too. And I want to start with all the casters and a few of the players backstage. We talked about how Reroll has one of the fastest compositions in the game. Did you factor that going into the match, or was that something of a surprise?
No, actually, no. He was fast because he's playing Revelation, of course. But even if I'm in the same guild as him, we don't share everything, every stats. So I expected him to be fast, but not so fast. Like, I was actually surprised. Mainly on the game, in second game, I picked Lily, and he was faster than me. On the third, I don't remember. But
I've been there, Han. I've been there, mate.
Talking about how you felt like you could have closed out that second game. What happened there?
Actually, then it was my Yeli's turn, and I had the Revelation procced. I cannot roll because I should have chosen Masaya as the main target, and he would the game would have been much easier because Masaya really clutched that game.
Well, it was still really close, and he managed to close it out in game number 3 in decisive fashion too. Now you're going into the grand finals. But earlier today, you told me you were the underdog for both matches. Are you still the underdog going into the grand finals?
I would say
there are people of Asian heritage all over the world, believe it or not.
If it were yesterday, I would have said I'm season underdog, but today, actually, I was in the same room as the other finalist, Keker, and I think he really is the GOAT of the game. Like, I really improved my gameplay and my strategies by talking to him all day.
We're talking to Keker, man. These guys talk to each other.
Grand final match. That's all that
they were probably like, finally a good player. Finally a good player I can talk to about the game.
Vulcan,
Keker x Han. That's the power couple of EWS.
Han, very humble. Keker, the
now tomorrow a lover's quarrel.
Agree, the GOAT of the game. But you know, Han going into it, having known that he has a tough challenge against him, but he's had tough challenges every step of the way, and has still come out on top.
Yeah, definitely. I'm loving the Han play. I love an underdog. I think everyone does, and it's been fantastic. You know, we all anticipated early that Keker was going to be a high performer. But, you know, Han coming in, I'm really looking forward to this game tomorrow because, like you said, both of these players are the ones that just didn't kind of rely on the strategy that they came in with. They've been counter-picking and using different things just to get over the line against what their opponent has.
Awkward, she thought.
I mean, let's. I'd love to know what your favorite player
the hair still bothers you.
Sort of moment from the day was.
I'm gonna have to say
Vulcan.
With that first period where we saw first of all that Ho-Yan play. Yeah. That Ho-Yan, and we said it before the match, Ho-Yan can completely swing a game on its head, one-shot someone from full health, you revive someone at full, and completely change the game. And then going into game 2, picking a level 3 Yang to clutch the win, 3 versus 4. That was my play of the day. Yeah, no, I kind of have to agree with you. I was hoping you weren't going to choose the same as me, but you've chosen the same as me. Let's take a look at the bracket, though, guys. Let's have a look at where we stand at the end of day 1 here. Incredible 6 games we have powered through, and we are now into that grand final. Keker, the GOAT of the game, versus Han, the scrappy underdog who's managed to fight his way through 2 matches with very convincing.
And I feel like that's going to be a good final.
To be honest, I'm really looking forward to this. I mentioned to it, before we went to the interview, I think this is going to be a really exciting final, just from a strategic point of view. If you're one of those people that loves to think about pick and ban phase, loves what each individual character can bring to the table, this is going to be one of those guys. You've got Keker, who frankly is goated in strategy. He's really, really good in the pick and ban phase. You heard him talking about how he outbanned Depor in that second game to get a pretty simple win. And Han, you've just seen it. We don't need to talk about it. We've just seen it in the way that he's managed to kind of deal with his opponents through these scrappy picks and pick and bans.
Yeah, and definitely with Han, I want to say he played against 2 amazing opponents with a really fast revelation and managed to get the job done.
You can see we've got the finals tomorrow kicking things off, and then afterwards, this is the secret challenge. I actually don't know anything about that, so I am not going to be able to tell you guys. You're going to have to tune in tomorrow to see what the legendary challenge is all about. We are also going to have basically the influences of the match, the show match going on. You've got James Murr, Gacha Smack.
Look at Say Shizo.
We got our man Say Shizo.
Shizo, Mr. Poke, YDBC, and Limbus. So yeah, going to be a really, really awesome match between those guys. Obviously, Mr. Poke's team ahead in-game voting by quite a margin, but obviously there's all to play for tomorrow. Incredible, incredible day, Vulcan. Any closing thoughts?
Say Shizo
honestly, I'm just really wrapped with the day we had. It started off well with Keker.
No match in third, no losers bracket at all, Night Raider.
Control comp, and it went all the way through from the other side with Han just playing the perfect counterplays throughout the day.
Third and fourth both get $4,000. Second gets
so
$7,000.
Much amazing Etheria
winner gets $50,000
here, and we have one more huge match in this tournament to go tomorrow. A best
I don't know anything about
Limbus final tomorrow.
Solarian, sadly.
We will be crowning the very first EWS Global Invitational Champion. Make sure you tune in.
Voted Keker and Say Shizo. Yeah, I also voted Keker and Say Shizo. Keker did not disappoint today. He was a real beast. I think that is it. Oh, we get the outro music. left alone to bleed, reaching for anyone. This is a yearly event. We don't have any idea what that's. We have no idea at all. Get my compressor sorted back out. Or I forget. I grabbed tight and tamed a beast inside of my head. Something let me out of every glimpse of what was soon to be. The limiter was the only thing that saved your ears earlier when I turned the expander up too much. Thank God for limiter. Compressor. 3. 30. Okay, there we go. We're back to normal. Oh, right. Wow. I'm glad we got a good game. I'm really glad we got a good game. That last game made it all worth it. Hey, Nazablast, how you doing? Sorry, I was messing with my sound settings. I had to alter them for the tournament. Yeah, I'm really glad we got a good game. It was looking a little bleak there. The Invitational, so I imagine they'll have more before a major or whatever. Yeah, I would imagine so. They'll probably do more. I wouldn't be surprised. Only this year because out of budget by next year. That is possible, Tweshweek. That is definitely possible. We'll see. I don't want to be big time naysayer, but it is a possibility that it might be the only one that we ever see. Even if it is, you know, like, it's cool. It's cool that we got to see it. But I hope, you know, I hope there's more. I hope it takes off for them. I hope, you know, they make some changes based on the tournament and that helps things pick up. Really hope so. Depends on the value they think the event brings later. Yeah, it'll be based on the viewership and everything of the event and how much revenue it immediately spikes them and, you know, all of these things. I'm sure they make all of their business decisions based on profit, as a lot of companies do, which isn't unreasonable, right? So we can just hope. We can just hope that everything went pretty well for them, and, you know, the event was a success between today and tomorrow. What we need are more games like that we just watched, more matches that we just watched, and less of most of the rest of the day. Over Limbus, I'm probably a little bit tired now. I'll log into it. We can log into it. We can grab our things. We can chuck our stamina out. But chances are I'm not going to get to play Limbus today or tomorrow. But I'll be playing it on Monday, I imagine. I really thought that EWS was only tomorrow. Yeah, the last match particularly was really fun. Passions, thank you. Thank you so much. It's very kind of you to follow. I appreciate it a great deal. Today was crazy. Like the amount of people we just had coming around. It shows that there are a lot of people who wanted to watch EWS. And it was kind of wild that there weren't streamers on for most of the day. So thank you for hanging out here if you came here and you don't usually come here. And obviously thank you for being here if you are usually here. Thank you for sticking it out with me. Much love to everyone. Why is my side game not coming up? Why are you not coming up, side game, eh? Eh? Is it because I've got my browser over the top of it? It almost certainly is. Yeah, hell yeah it is. I will be streaming this again tomorrow. I really enjoyed the EWS. You know what? I think they did pretty well with production. Like, say what you will. Say what you will, I thought their production was pretty good. It wasn't flawless, but it's the first time they've run that sort of event, and I shit on XD all the time. I'm not going to shit on them this time. I think it was pretty good. Tomorrow is a best of 5 final. Tomorrow is a show match between Mr. Pokey and Mr. Pokey's team and Gatchasmack's team. And tomorrow is also like some kind of secret match where the winner of the tournament faces a mystery opponent who wore a really cringe mask on their introduction. I think that was pretty darn good, all in all. It was much better than I expected it to be. I was expecting to have to really grin and bear that, and I didn't. I felt like it was okay. I thought the announcers did a really good job, like big positives. I thought the announcers did an amazing job of getting us through some very boring games. Like big props to Excoundrel and to Vulcan. I thought they did a fantastic job entertaining us. I thought they did an absolutely fantastic job. I thought the general production was actually pretty good as well. You know, this is the first time they've run this sort of event. They had all sorts of audio problems and kind of things going on, but they overcame the worst of it, and by the end it was running reasonably smoothly. Downsides, the massive break between the games with the music. Yeah, that was not great. But like all of the... And like some of the games were not really that great either. The casters carried. The casters cleared there, guys. Like they really did. They put in so much work. Like massive big up to Scoundrel and to Vulcan. The host, I could kind of take him or leave him. I don't know how you guys felt about the host. I thought he was okay. He was good enough. He did the job. And I found it very funny when the guy swore and he immediately was like, okay. So I mean, big props on that one. Thank you, Morningstar. Very kind of you to follow. I appreciate it a great deal. I hope you had a good night. I hope you enjoyed EWS. I think the host did absolutely fine. I feel the same way about the production as I feel about the host. I thought you did perfectly fine. But I think the players really acted out. What was he called? Shiny, where you just started talking about the whales, and immediately the host was just like, okay, let's get you into the chairs, guys. And then the commentators were just like, they were just laughing their asses off when it cut to them. Because they clearly were not meant to say the W word. Like the W word was not a word that was allowed to be said. Kind of funny. The players kind of screwed the host a couple of times. And he handled it all right. You can't really hold that against him. Right, I can't really do anything on here. I'm just like logging in to get the pass. And I'm going to convert my stamina, my enkephalin, because that's what we do. I probably wasted a load of enkephalin because my cap's really low. But this is the best I got. This is the best I got right now. We've probably got like some pass mission thingy or something. Yeah, crack on. We didn't really do any of these, but that's okay. We can't do everything. We're not trying to min-max Limbus here. I don't think we need to min-max Limbus. Take these bad boys. I'll need to min-max Limbus later when we get to the hard cantos with my absolute scrub squad. Yeah, of course they don't like the pay-to-win label. That isn't something that they'd want to push. The commentators were clearly told that they could use certain terms and they couldn't use others. What was the term that they used again? Money, no, not money. High account value. That was the term they used, right? High account value. His account value is one of the highest that we have here. High account value, I think it was. Yeah, value. Account value, I'm pretty sure. High account value. That was the term that they were clearly allowed to use to talk about how much someone had invested in their account. They were very clearly not allowed to say whale. Even when it cut back to them after the player said whale, like they skirted around the word entirely. Yeah, high account value. That's a good one. I got to remember that one for the future. High account value. We don't use the W term anymore. We use high account value, guys. We're PC. Yeah, no more whale. Whale is a slur now. We just use high account value for whales and low account value for free to play. So yeah, sorry guys. Free-to-play players, your low account value. That's all you are anymore. Whenever someone is like, I'm free to play, your retort is always, yeah, you're low account value, mate. It sounds so offensive. Low account value. Yeah, sorry, Velmo. Sorry, mate. I would accept your opinion, but I have heard that you're quite low account value. So I don't know if I could take your opinion very seriously. Maybe if you raise your account value a little bit, then maybe we can talk. But up until then, I'm not sure, Velmo. I'm not sure if you're welcome here anymore, mate. I'm low account value, yeah. Man, it's such a grim term. Vera made a new meta, yeah, high account value. I'm seriously remembering that one. That is absolutely hilarious. The idea of like high account value versus low account value. Like, fair play to the commentators for taking that on board and actually sticking to that verbiage. Like, fair play to them. I don't know if I could have kept a straight face. Your wallet has low account value. You and me both, Rom Alex. You and me both, buddy. Sorry I won that match. Just a value difference. Our accounts are just too different in value. You never stood a chance. Sorry. Low, more like no account value. Mordecai's, thank you so much. I appreciate the follow a great deal. Thank you. I hope you had a good day. I hope you enjoyed EWS. I hope your account value is plenty high. Most of crackers, it depends on your definition. We don't really know how much they've spent, right? It's very, very hard to say. It could literally be any amount, and I wouldn't want to assume. I'm going to assume that, like, they have all spent an amount of money. Although, Vrim said earlier that one of them was free to play, right? But I don't know how true that is. I have no idea. It's just going off of hearsay. What's his name? What's his name again? The original Rever, right? He's meant to be free to play or something? But I don't know. Changing my name on Etheria to low account value. You fight the power, Crippler. That's what I love to see. I'm a high count value. Notice me. Of course I notice you, Naz. Of course I would. Yeah, value gaps. That's an absolutely hilarious stuff. I'm going to have to stop putting that in my stream titles. Low value. Am I low value? Am I mid value? What do you guys reckon? Am I mid value? Am I allowed to be mid value? Mid value summit arena. I have max tubes. Does that make me high value, Lars? But I don't have actual like high investment in the account, right? So is high value or high account value, is that a thing that is regardless of the amount that you've spent? Like, does that take into account luck? Man, it's so complex. Mid to upper value. Thank you, Lars. Thank you. That's incredibly kind, Lars. That's like one of the nicest things anyone has ever said to me while I'm streaming. I'm mid to upper account value. Damn. High account value every 5-star is 5.5. That's high account value. Okay, I'm not high account value. A middle class gacha account. Man, that's hilarious. XD unwittingly really gave birth to a new meme tonight. I want to make that a thing. I want to make it stick. That's absolutely hilarious. Like, the term just made me crack up instantly. It just made me spit. I was just like, oh yeah, they're high. He's one of the highest account values. He's got one of the highest account values. Relatable value account. Yeah, sorry, Tweshry, you're low account value, mate. What's the point? I've got friends. I need to do the same with Daphne in a second before we head off. Oh man, like, the Limbus people are so nice. So many people added me. We got 25 friends on Limbus. I'm being a noob on Limbus. Thank you, Limbus friends. Sit in Etheria subway station and play the violin for tips. Yeah, you'll be given attack bonus and turn push to everyone around you as well. I regretted starting to say that immediately. Jesus Christ. Somebody stop me. Dear God. I don't know how I can mentally recover from that. Let's just move on. I got no Lily and no Shadow Signer. That's so low I don't register for account value. Ooh, no Lily. That's poverty account value. Freedom account is uninstalled the game. Yep. If you've uninstalled the game, you are like liberation account value. Unfortunately, that is all I have to do on Limbus Company tonight because I'm so tired. Like, I'm not going to be able to do anything else on that. We're just about stomaching through our dailies. Mio's a great character, Mordecai's. Yep, she's a great character. Well worth developing. Not really great for the PvE game, but she is an absolutely fantastic PvP character. You can use her a bit in PvE, but there are other options that are SR based that you can use instead. If you uninstalled means you are hopeless. No worries, Mordecai's. Any other questions, you just let me know, buddy. I'm going to bed real soon, or I'm going to eat and then bed, but I'll be back tomorrow for a good old fashioned long-o stream. We'll be watching the EWS again tomorrow. I should turn my thingy back on as well and reposition my camera. Forgot I was still all the way up there. I feel weird as a floating head. It doesn't feel quite right. I did okay with the sound and stuff tonight, right? Like, I was happy. I was chuffed with myself that I knew how to adjust the sound without screwing everything up. I thought I did an okay job. I thought I did an okay streaming job. Tell me I'm special. Zero complaint. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Messing with the sound gets me very stressed. I'll have to do it again tomorrow, so if you guys don't mind guiding me tomorrow as to what the sound is like, I appreciate it. Ait from Tweshry is huge. My voice is a lot louder. My voice should be exactly the same loudness that it was before. It's because I turned down the other audio. I had the audio way up earlier for the stream, which I don't usually do. But it was too quiet for people. Yeah, sound is so hard when you can't, like, hear yourself. A little bit of lip desync for a while. Ah, shit. Yeah, that must have been on their end. Fixing sound is actual true stream endgame. Yeah, like, it causes me so much stress. Like, when we have to adjust sound for something like a stream, it's absolutely horrible because I can't really, like, listen to myself and listen to the stream sound. So I'm purely just like, does that sound okay? Does that sound okay? And if anyone trolls me, I'm done. Like, I'm out. I'm just like, I have to play on the good conscience of my dear friends in chat, which is always a dangerous game. You guys are very nice to me. You're very kind to your dearest unk. Usually. Sometimes. Oh, we need to queue up a Doki. Not Doki, Nico. Should have stopped at Unk. Okay, not dearest Unk, just Unk. The Unk that you occasionally have to visit begrudgingly for the weekend because your parents told you that you have to go. And you hate being there all the time, but you go anyway. And you smile because you're nice. Because you're nice to your Unk. You're a nice kid. I'm being held against my will. Please send help. I shall pray for you. I actually can't farm Aurora right now. I must be low account value. Like, I literally can't farm Aurora right now due to the changes that I made to Yelly and Link. I have to, like, re-gear them. Do you hear me on my stream if they nodded along and they didn't tell me for 30 minutes? Is this on? Hello? Back when we still got, like, no viewers, I would have that all the time. I'd just be like, I sure hope that I'm talking. Sure hope that people are listening, but I don't really know. Elixir, Wizard Star, thank you so much. Thank you so much for following. I really appreciate it. Again, thank you to everyone who followed today. Dear God, it was a lot of people. The power of being the only streamer over like 10 views in the category. I've never experienced that before. We had so many people coming through. It was absolutely insane. Like Wizardry apparently doesn't have quite that draw. That was wild. We've never like not been raided and had those kind of numbers. It was wild. Thank you everyone for coming and sticking around. I appreciate it.
The requests are this way.
Question, I don't take anything you say seriously.
Oh my. I shall pray for your success.
It is. It was genuinely the power of being the top left streamer. I don't think I've ever like experienced that quite like that before. You're not joking. Then you're an actual sweetheart, Twitchery. Thank you. Appreciate it. Fucking paid chatter. Get this paid chatter scum out of here. Mods! Mods! Go offline. Yeah, the amount of money I've sent Twitchery today. Jeez. So what were your thoughts on the EWS? Honest thoughts here. No restraints. Let's hear them. I want to see a consensus here. I want to try and gather a consensus. Our last little while. How did you feel about it? 7 out of 10. That's a fucking good score. If someone called me a 7 out of 10, I'd be jump for joy. I'd be like, oh, you. Good. Damn, Velmo. In with the good. That's actually crazy. If I'd play against Keka's Icebox team, I think I would cry and uninstall. I've played against teams like that before, she thought. They're not even that uncommon on ladder. They come up and you need to have a Doki, or you need to have a Ling, or you need to have both. Or else it's very, 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 very hard to win. I enjoyed it because I was here. And as we saw, Keka's Doki was insane. So he could just pick it as a speedster. Enjoyed it because I was here, but it was a poor showing if the goal was to bring in new players. I think that's fair, Penguins. Yeah. I don't know if that stream would really have any appeal to anyone. What do you guys think about this? Like, do you think that stream would have any kind of appeal to anyone who wasn't already interested in the game? Good production hindered by revelation. Fair, Fox. It was more entertaining than I thought. I really thought I was going to have to slog through it, but I actually quite enjoyed it. The only really lame bits were the like massive gaps between the games with the horrible elevator music. Yeah, the 10 minutes break was rough. No trouble with the event and everything is working. Oh, mate. You have 1,600 pulls in as a low value account owner. Still no Doki on me. Yeah, you're low. Actual incredibly low value. She thought you should probably quit the game. Your account's so low value, like there's not even much. I think you might lose money when you log into it to play it. Your social standing goes down every minute you spend on the account. Check Crip's chat to find out. Oh, that's actually a great idea. Do you think they're actually talking about it? They're probably not even, are they? I doubt they're even interested. Like, I can only imagine how uninterested Criparian was. Farian, sorry. Yeah, he's already gone. Negative account value, indeed. Literally losing money by playing your account. We didn't get to the jeweler, did we? Ah, swing and a miss. Swing and a miss.
Safe travels.
My Wizardry account value is very high, as now I have a Discipline 9 Rene. We only have 3.8k gems left. We don't talk about that though. Like, my Wizardry account value could not be higher. Discipline 9 Rene. Holy whale, indeed. Yeah, we pulled... So we pulled for her the last time we streamed Wizardry, whichever day that was. And at the end of the stream, we were stuck because we had 7, almost 8k gems left, and we needed one more copy for D9. And we pulled and got her in 20. We found her in 20. It was meant to be. Not even a single D9 character. Lars, it's almost like you're still like level 30, and I've been playing this game for like 10 months. We don't talk about that, Toshri. Like, yeah, okay. There's no need to diminish my account value just because I don't have level 7 inherit, okay? Toshri, there's no need to be like that. Like, we were just talking nicely, and you had to be mean. You didn't have to be mean. You didn't have to bring me down. My moment of finale is only level 3, okay? Is that what you wanted to hear? Does that make you happy? Does that make you feel big, Toshri? Hey? How many Obenius inherits do I have? None. Absolutely zero, Lars. I'm low account value. I was trying to hide. I was trying to hide behind my D9 Renate. I've always been low account value. I'm sorry. Use them, okay. I don't even have any, Toshri. I don't have any codices. Use them all. You have one on Alice. You have one on Alice, Lars. Oh man, that is high account value behavior. That is massively high account value behavior. I actually love this term. Like, this is so much better than calling things whale behavior. It's just so much funnier. Like, whale is such a mean word. Free to play is kind of a mean word as well. Calling things like high account value and low account value behavior is just hilarious. Just like Alice, and I know I use it forever. Everyone glazes her, yeah. If you put a Mace of Tumult on her, once you get one, Lars, that's actually kind of cool. She might be able to confuse something at the start of battle. Disgusting. Low account value. That sounds like mid account value to me. Match. Yeah, mid account value behavior. Refunded my XD purchases for Uma Masame. Did you actually really? Second one, you charge back them. Damn. Holy moly. I loaded up Limbus. I just have the elevator Limbus music playing. I just loaded it up to dump my stamina and to get my daily login. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll get to play today, and I won't get to play tomorrow either because of EWS. I really spaced that EWS was today. I thought it was just tomorrow, but it turns out it was today too. So my next Limbus stream will probably be Monday. We'll do our dailies and whatnot, and then we'll do our Etheria dailies and then Limbus. I can't imagine there'll be anything else going on Monday. Sorry to anyone who's looking forward to Limbus. I was also looking forward to Limbus, believe me. But I did enjoy the EWS. Enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. And it was fantastic to just have so many people around and chatting about games and stuff. Limbus withdrawal, mate. I dreamt about Limbus Company last night. I was seeing the colours and stuff in my head for the different sins. I don't usually remember my dreams, but I remember waking up still thinking about all of the different Limbus Company colour sins. You got a double on Lipfi. Are you happy? I am happy for you, Sarah. If you're happy, I'm happy for you. Congratulations. Well done. I hope you didn't have to pull too many times. I know Anybit had to go to like 110 or 120 or something for his copy of Lipfi. So I hope you have better luck than that. First double ever on a banner and a gacha. I am genuinely really happy for you, Sarah. Like, I shit on sort of Convaleria, but it's only because, like, you know, it's kind of funny. But I wish everyone the best of luck in whatever gacha they're playing. Did a 140-bit double. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. For people who don't know, Sort of Convaleria was XD Inc.'s previous game. I'm sure everyone here knows this by now because I won't shut up about it. But that in that game, the hard pity is 180, and the currency is very hard to get. It's brutal. The gacha system is brutal. The game in the corner is Wizardry Variants, Daphne, Black Angel. I am just doing my dailies on here. That's all the time I've got to put on this. I love this game. This is like my main game, Wizardry Variants, Daphne. But there hasn't been content for it for quite a while now. We're waiting on Abyss 4, which is the next big like super dungeon that's going to come out. But we don't really know when we're going to get it. Torchlight is XD as well. Yeah, second one. Torchlight is XD. Ragnarok Eternal M is XD. Go-Go Muffin is XD as well. Night of Chains, thank you so much for following. Very kind of you. Appreciate that. Hope you had a great day. Coming out late August. Wow, your uncle at Drcom at work again, Penguins.
The requests are this way.
God bless your uncle at Drcom. What else do we have to do? Oh, was that it?
The
Shit.
requests are this way.
I've lost it. I'm warping. Come on, little Limbus. Right. Okay. I think I need to go to bed now. I need to eat and go to bed. I'm absolutely zonked out. My brain is just suddenly turned off. I hear Limbus. Yeah, I brought it up just to dump my stamina and to log in to get the daily reward, Aratems, because, you know, I'm a good boy. I'm doing what I can. I don't think I'll have Limbus tomorrow either because of EWS again, but should have Limbus on Monday. I'll also have to do Wizardry Daily, Wizardry Weeklies tomorrow, which I might do in the middle of the day. I don't know. We'll try and figure it out. Right, thank you guys. Thank you everyone for being here. I really appreciate it. Does anyone have any recommendations to raid? Anyone want to raid anyone? Car is already gone. Car's jumped ship. Car has reasonable commitments and is a reasonable human being, unlike myself. Tectone isn't streaming right now, by the looks of things. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Quantum. Thank you, Velmo. Thank you, Shadowkira. Thank you, Sheethor. Thank you, Tweshreach. Thank you, Fox. Thank you, Dragyoshi. Thank you, Nokia. Thank you, Quantum. Thank you, Apologize. Thank you, Krusty. Thank you, Aratems. Thank you, Penguins. Thank you, Second One. Thank you, Black Angel. Thank you, Sarah. Congratulations on your luck fee. Thank you, Lars. I'm sure there's plenty of people that I've missed. I'm so sorry. My eyes are all blurry. Can't get ready to cast E7. Yeah, of course. Right then, folks. Yeah, we can raid Nad if you want. Nad is currently streaming. Nad is currently streaming Limbus Company. So some people might be interested in this. Nad is a smaller size streamer. So if you want to go over there and share him some love, he's a cool guy. Please do, but there is no pressure as always. Thank you again, everyone, for hanging out today. Thank you for the overwhelming support. It is very, very much humbling, and I do truly mean that. No pressure to go and raid if you don't want to, but feel free to go and say hi if you would like to. Thank you again. I love you very much. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll have EWS and whatever else is going on. Thank you again, guys. Much love. Have a great night. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.